The breakdown on this from criminal defense attorney Jeffrey Jacobovitz. Jeff, welcome as always. What is your, now, given what the judge said today and all the latest developments, what is your take on this?
Well, the latest developments really show that a judge has to hold somebody in contempt, because right now the Supreme Court unanimous decision is being ignored. The United States and Donald Trump say they cannot bring this person back who was wrongfully deported. That's very unlikely, since, El Salvador could be told to return
But
him.
the point is whether they're trying or not, and your point is they're not.
Right. And then so if they're not following a judge's order, some judge, whether it be the judge in Maryland, whether it be Judge Boasberg, whose orders were violated, has to hold somebody either in civil or criminal contempt in order to enforce it, because otherwise, Connell, we have a constitutional crisis.
What does that mean? Not the constitutional crisis part, but the contempt part. So what actually happens when you hold someone in contempt, and who would they choose? Just one of the DOJ lawyers, I guess.
Well, it would be one of the DOJ lawyers. It cannot be Trump, because he wasn't a party to the proceeding. You have the DOJ lawyers who are not following the orders. You could hold them in civil contempt. They can be fined. Judges have held people in criminal contempt where they lock them up for a period of time until they finally uphold the order. It doesn't appear as if the judges want to do that. And so it would be really a fine would be the way to go. However, something has to be done.
So, I've heard a few different things on this, certainly different from the administration than what I've heard from many lawyers like you that we've spoken to. But what needs to be done? Say something needs to be done on the contempt side. What needs to actually be done by the administration? In other words, what does facilitate mean?
Well, facilitate means do something to bring them back. The judge in Maryland wants daily reports as to what they're doing to bring this wrongfully detained person back, and the Trump administration is not doing that.
Right. What are they saying in court, by the way? Because it could be, sometimes they do. We've seen this with this administration, say one thing in court and another thing in public, politically, but they're not making any legal effort either to facilitate, you're saying?
Well, whatever they say in court versus whatever they say in public, it's not happening. And so something has to be done. And you just saw the wrongfully detained person's wife out there praying for him. And they need to have a consistent position, which would be following the Supreme Court, which was a 9-0 opinion, unanimous opinion, that he was wrongfully detained and he should be brought back.
Okay, a couple of things. Thank you, Jeff. First of all, Jeffrey Jacobovitz. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.